October 202 BC, Zama, the battle that decided the fate of the ancient Mediterranean world.
Scipio Africanus, Rome's military genius. He brought the war from Italy to North Africa, forcing Hannibal to return.
Hannibal Barca, the man who terrorized Rome for 16 years. This is his final battle.
The number of troops is almost equal, but quality and tactics will be the decisive factor.
Numidian cavalry, led by Massinissa, is key. They are stronger and more mobile than Carthaginian cavalry. Carthaginian forces are a mixed bag. Weary veterans and inexperienced recruits fill their ranks. War elephants, Hannibal's fearsome weapon. He hopes they will break the Roman lines.
The battlefield is an open plain. Hannibal needs his war elephants and cavalry to gain an advantage.
The historic meeting. Two military geniuses negotiate peace, but fail. Hannibal places 80 war elephants in the front line. Their purpose, to nullify the Roman formation. Hannibal deploys his forces in 3 distinct lines. The weakest new recruits in front, followed by seasoned... The third rank consists of the seasoned veterans from Italy. Hannibal's most loyal and elite force. Scipio holds Roman discipline. He knows Hannibal will use war elephants. Scipio's genius tactic, creating vertical channels to neutralize war elephants. These channels are filled with velites, light infantry. They will guide the war elephants. Roman and Numidian cavalry on both flanks. Mobile and powerful forces. Carthaginian cavalry, a weaker force. They stand opposite Massinissa's powerful horsemen. Hannibal orders the attack. The war elephants roar and charge forward. The Roman army unleashes a horrifying noise, aiming to panic the war elephants. The war elephants panic. Some turn back, trampling the Carthaginian ranks. The war elephants run into the channels. The velites move to the sides. Elephants are isolated and destroyed. The war elephant strategy has failed. Massinissa seizes the opportunity. Numidian cavalry attacks Carthaginian cavalry. Carthaginian cavalry flees. Massinissa leads a relentless pursuit. Both flanks are empty. The decisive battle will now be fought by the infantry in the center. Hannibal's strategy has collapsed. The cavalry is gone. Carthaginian raw recruits attack. They charge into the ranks of the Roman hastati. The weak recruits. They cannot withstand the might of the Roman legions. The mercenaries now engage. More formidable, yet the Roman line holds. Hastati are under heavy pressure. They must hold the line. Hannibal holds back his veterans. He will not waste his elite. The first 2 lines are defeated. They begin a chaotic retreat. Discontent spreads. Hannibal's veterans block the retreat of the recruits. Internal chaos. Carthaginian soldiers now fight amongst themselves. Scipio seizes the chaos. He reorganizes the legions. Triarii wheel to the flanks. Scipio commits all to the center. The Roman army forms a single wide line. They prepare to engage the veteran ranks. Hannibal waits. He has only one last chance. Carthaginian remnants are pushed to the flanks. Only Hannibal's veterans remain. The two elite forces face off. The decisive battle is about to begin. The war elephant tactic has failed. Now it's a test of strength. Cavalry has left the battlefield. There is no longer a mobile force. The Roman legions attack. The central battle is fierce. The veterans fight resiliently. They are the best warriors of their era. The two armies are locked in a struggle. Casualties are mounting rapidly. Hannibal is in direct command. He attempts to create a breakthrough. Scipio trusts his legions. Their discipline and endurance will prevail. The veterans begin to falter. Their numbers too few, their strength waning. Suddenly, the cavalry returns. Massinissa has annihilated the Carthaginian cavalry. The fatal blow! Cavalry attacks from the rear! Chaos spreads. The veterans are completely encircled. Carthaginian veterans are disintegrating. The battle is over. Total defeat. Hannibal is forced to flee. The road to Carthage is open. The Punic War ends.
Zama was a bloody victory. The fate of Carthage was sealed.
Carthaginian casualties were extremely heavy, estimated at 20,000 dead, while Roman losses were comparatively small.
Hannibal returned. He advised Carthage to accept peace.
Carthage signs the peace treaty, accepting harsh terms.
Zama established Rome as the master. The era of the Roman Republic begins.
Scipio returns to Rome, honored as Africanus, the conqueror of Africa.
Zama was a perfect tactical masterpiece. Scipio's ingenuity.
Massinissa's cavalry was key. Scipio maximized their potential.
Hannibal attempted to fight with an inherently weak formation, yet his three-line tactical approach was undeniably innovative.
The failure of the war elephants and cavalry sealed the fate of Carthage.
Carthage gradually weakens. Rome gains full control. Hannibal in exile. Still the fear of the Romans. Hannibal commits suicide. The personal war against Rome ends. Zama is Scipio's great legacy. He is the hero. Hannibal's sworn oath of vengeance against Rome would, in the end, remain unfulfilled. Rome became the undisputed master, beginning an era of unprecedented expansion. The discipline of the Roman legion was unmatched. These vertical channels were genius. Scipio had effectively neutralized the war elephants.
Massinissa is effective, driving Carthaginian cavalry off the battlefield.
The three-line strategy failed due to internal dissatisfaction. Internal chaos is a sign of defeat.
The cavalry's return is the decisive blow. A flanking attack.
The flanking blow causes the veteran lines to disintegrate.
Reorganizing the formation is creative. Scipio concentrates power. The veterans fought to the last man.
Scipio achieved victory through discipline and innovation.
Scipio is hailed as one of the greatest generals of all time. Carthage has lost everything. There is no hope for recovery. Hannibal demonstrated military genius. But it was not enough.
Zama paved the way for the Roman Empire.
The Second Punic War has ended. Zama was a great victory, but a bloody one. Scipio Africanus, the general who saved Rome.
Recruits and mercenaries defeated, ranks in chaos.
Legionary discipline is key. They did not allow the enemy to penetrate.
Mercenaries fight professionally, but lack loyalty.
The veterans have fought too long. They are beginning to tire.
Hannibal holds back his strength, preserving his veterans for the decisive engagement.
These veterans, loyal to Hannibal, stand firm not for Carthage, but for their general. The central battle rages, a brutal stalemate. Two armies equally matched.
Scipio is patient. He knows the cavalry will return in time.
The cavalry returns. A sudden flanking maneuver.
Panic spreads. The veterans cannot hold.
Scipio did not deploy in the usual staggered formation. He had a surprise in store.
Triarii, seasoned veterans, fall back to the rear, conserving their strength as reserves.
Light infantry velites are ordered to stand in the gaps. They will redirect the war elephants.
Roman and Numidian cavalry are on the flanks. A mobile and powerful force.
Massinissa is a crucial ally. A force of elite and mobile cavalry.
War elephants are Hannibal's opening punch, ready to break the Roman formation. The Roman army is ordered to create a deafening noise, to panic the elephants. War elephants often caused chaos, but Scipio had learned lessons from previous battles.
The order to attack is given. The war elephants surge forward.
The war elephants panic. The horrific noise disorients them. War elephants are isolated and cannot attack. Scipio's strategy is successful. Elephants turn back, causing casualties in Carthaginian ranks. Chaos ensues. Massinissa seizes the opportunity. He attacks the Carthaginian cavalry, already being trampled by the panicked elephants.
Carthaginian cavalry flees. Massinissa leads a relentless pursuit. Cavalry has disappeared. The decisive battle takes place in the center. Carthaginian recruits attack! They charge into the Hastati formation!
Hastati endure heavy pressure. Roman legionary discipline is tested.
Push forward! Break their line! Hold the line! Lock shields! Stand firm!
The first two lines are broken. They begin a chaotic retreat.
The veterans hold their ground, refusing to let the panicked first and second lines break through their ranks.
Internal chaos. Carthaginian troops fighting among themselves.
Scipio seizes the chaos. He needs a new formation for the final battle.
The Triarii fall back, extending the flanks. Scipio commits his full strength to the center.
The Roman army forms a single wide line, preparing to attack the veteran ranks.
Hannibal waits. He has only one last chance to win.
Carthaginian remnants are being pushed to the sides. Only Hannibal's veterans remain. Two elite forces face each other. The decisive battle is about to begin. The cavalry has abandoned the field. No mobile forces remain. The Roman legions surge forward. The decisive central engagement begins.
The veterans fight tenaciously. They are the finest warriors of their age.
Both armies are locked in a brutal stalemate. Casualties mount rapidly as neither side yields.
Hannibal commands directly. He attempts to forge a breakthrough.
Scipio trusts the legion. Endurance and discipline will win. The veterans begin to tire. They cannot withstand the pressure.
Suddenly, the cavalry returns. Massinissa has annihilated the Carthaginian cavalry.
Deadly blow! Cavalry attacking from behind. Chaos spreads. The veterans are completely surrounded. Complete defeat. Hannibal is forced to flee the battlefield. Scipio won the battle. A victory of tactical genius. The path to Carthage is open. The Punic War is over.
Zama was a bloody victory. The fate of Carthage has been decided.
Carthaginian casualties were immense. Rome's losses, by comparison, were minimal.
Hannibal returns. He advises Carthage to accept peace. Carthage signs the peace treaty, forced to accept incredibly harsh terms.
Zama established Rome as the overlord. The era of the Roman Republic began. Scipio returned to Rome, honored as Africanus, the conqueror of Africa.
Zama was a perfect tactic. Scipio's creativity.
Massinissa's cavalry was key. Scipio exploited them to the fullest.
Hannibal tried to fight with a weaker formation. His three-line strategy was creative.
The failure of the war elephants and cavalry has sealed Carthage's fate.
Carthage gradually weakens. Rome now has complete control. Hannibal goes into exile. He remains the fear of the Romans.
Hannibal commits suicide, ending his personal war against Rome. Zama is the great legacy of Scipio. He is the hero. Hannibal's vow of hatred was never fulfilled. Rome became the undisputed master. The era of expansion had begun.
Roman legionary discipline is unbeatable. The vertical channels were genius. Scipio neutralized the war elephants.
Massinissa's work was efficient. The Carthaginian cavalry was driven from the field.
Hannibal's three-line strategy unfurled due to internal dissatisfaction.
The internal chaos is a sign of defeat. The cavalry's return is the decisive blow, a flanking maneuver. The pincer movement shatters the veteran lines. The veterans fight to the last man.
Scipio wins by discipline and creativity.
Scipio is considered one of the greatest generals.
Carthage lost all, no longer able to recover. Hannibal has shown military genius, but it was not enough. Zama paved the way for the Roman Empire. The Second Punic War has concluded. Zama is a great but bloody victory. Scipio Africanus, the general who saved Rome.
Carthaginian recruits and mercenaries defeated, their ranks in chaos. Legionary discipline is key. They will not allow the enemy to break through.
Professional mercenary soldiers fight with skill, but their loyalty to Carthage is shallow.
These veterans have fought for too long. They are growing weary.
Hannibal holds back strength. He needs veterans for the decisive battle.
The veterans were loyal to Hannibal, not to Carthage.
The central infantry battle rages, a fierce struggle with both armies evenly matched.
Scipio is patient. He knows the cavalry will return at the right time.
The cavalry returns! An unexpected flanking attack! Panic spreading. Veterans cannot resist.
The outflanking maneuver is a classic. Scipio learned from Alexander.
Veteran formation disintegrates. The battle ends. Hannibal flees! He has lost!
Carthage signs the peace treaty, accepting the harsh terms.
Zama is Scipio's greatest victory.
Scipio returns to Rome to be forever known as Africanus.
Carthage gradually weakens. Rome controlled completely. Hannibal in exile. He remains Rome's persistent fear. Hannibal commits suicide, ending his personal war against Rome.
Scipio neutralized the war elephants by creating vertical channels.
Noise and horn commands make elephants panic, running straight into the trap. Elephants are isolated and destroyed. The war elephant strategy failed. Massinissa's strategy works effectively. Carthaginian cavalry is defeated and routed.
The Carthaginian front line is being repelled by the Roman hastati.
The Carthaginian veterans are now blocking their own retreating front lines, leading to desperate internal chaos.
Scipio reforms the formation, preparing to attack the veteran lines. The cavalry returns, a decisive flanking strike. Hannibal's veterans are annihilated. The battle is over. Hannibal flees. Complete defeat.
Zama established Rome as hegemon. The era of the Roman Republic began.
Zama was perfect strategy. The creativity of Scipio. Massinissa's cavalry was key. Scipio fully utilized them. Hannibal tried to fight with a weak formation. His three-line tactic was innovative.
The failure of the war elephants and cavalry decided the fate of Carthage.
Carthage gradually weakened. Rome now exerted complete control.
Hannibal went into exile. He remained a source of fear for the Romans. Hannibal commits suicide, ending his personal war against Rome. Zama is the great legacy of Scipio. He is the hero. Hannibal's oath of hatred would never be realized. Rome became the undisputed master. The era of Roman expansion began. The discipline of the Roman legion is unbeatable. Vertical channels are genius. Scipio neutralized the war elephants. Massinissa works effectively. The Numidian cavalry drives the Carthaginian cavalry off the battlefield. The three-line tactic failed due to internal dissatisfaction.
Stama, Fevgete. The cavalry's return is the decisive blow. A flanking maneuver. The flanking blow causes the veteran ranks to disintegrate.
Reconstituting the formation is creative. Scipio is concentrating power.
Scipio triumphs through discipline and ingenuity. Scipio is regarded as one of the greatest generals. Carthage lost everything. There is no hope for recovery. Hannibal had shown military genius. But it was not enough. Zama paved the way for the Roman Empire. The Second Punic War concludes. Zama was a great victory, but a bloody one.
Rookie and mercenary ranks are defeated, their formations broken, dissolving into a desperate, chaotic retreat.
Legionary discipline is key. They do not allow the enemy to penetrate. These mercenaries fight with skill, but their loyalty is thin, a blade poised to turn. Veterans have been fighting too long. They begin to tire. Hannibal retains his strength. He needs the veterans for the decisive battle.
The central battle rages, a fierce stalemate between equally matched forces.
The cavalry returns. A sudden, unexpected flank attack. Panic spreads. Veterans cannot resist. The veteran unit formation disintegrates. The battle ends. Hannibal flees. He has lost. Resounding victory! Rome has won!
Carthage signs the peace treaty, accepting its harsh terms. Zama is a great victory. Rome is the hegemon.
Scipio returns to Rome. He is honored as Africanus.
Carthage gradually weakens. Rome completely controls. Hannibal in exile. Still the fear of Rome.
Zama was the decisive victory. Rome is the master. End of chapter 3, the fatal flank attack.
Scipio had nullified the war elephants by creating vertical channels. The noise and horn commands made the elephants panic, running straight into the trap.
4 elephants, isolated and besieged, were systematically eliminated. Hannibal's grand strategy had failed.
Massinissa's cavalry performed effectively. The Carthaginian cavalry were defeated and fled.
Carthage's front line is being pushed back by the Roman hastati.
Veterans block, causing internal chaos. Scipio reforms the formation, preparing to attack the veteran line. Roma invicta. The cavalry returns, a decisive flanking attack. Hannibal's veterans are destroyed. The battle ends. Hannibal flees. His defeat is absolute. Scipio Africanus wins the battle. Rome has won.
Carthage signs the peace treaty, accepting its harsh and unyielding terms.
Zama established Rome as the hegemon. The era of the Roman Republic began.
Scipio returned to Rome, honored as Africanus, the conqueror of Africa.
Zama was a perfect tactic, a testament to Scipio's brilliant creativity. Massinissa's cavalry was key. Scipio fully utilized it. Hannibal tried to fight with a weak formation. His 3-line strategy was creative. The failure of war elephants and cavalry sealed the fate of Carthage.
Carthage gradually weakened, while Rome asserted its complete control.
Hannibal in exile. Still the fear of the Romans. Hannibal commits suicide, ending his personal war against Rome. Zama is Scipio's great legacy. He is the hero. Hannibal's vow of hatred would never be fulfilled. Rome became the hegemon. The phase of expansion began. Roman legionary discipline is unbeatable.
Vertical channels are genius. Scipio has neutralized war elephants. Masinissa works effectively, chasing Carthaginian cavalry off the battlefield.
The three-line tactic failed due to internal dissatisfaction.
Internal chaos is a sign of failure. The cavalry's return is the decisive blow, the flanking strike. The flanking attack causes the veteran line to disintegrate. Reorganizing the formation is creative. Scipio concentrates power. Veteran soldiers fight to the last man.
Scipio triumphs through discipline and creativity. Scipio is considered one of the greatest generals. Carthage loses everything, no longer able to recover. Hannibal had demonstrated military genius, but it was not enough. Zama opens the way for the Roman Empire. The Second Punic War ends.
Zama is the decisive victory. Rome is the hegemon.
The Battle of Zama was a culmination of several factors: meticulous preparation, brilliant tactics, and decisive cavalry action.
Scipio Africanus, Rome's military genius, transcended Hannibal. Hannibal, though a brilliant tactician, had to fight on the defensive. The strategic neutralization of the war elephants from the outset stripped Carthage of its greatest advantage.
Scipio's vertical lanes were an innovation, a perfect answer to the war elephants. The Numidian cavalry was the decisive factor. They swiftly defeated the Carthaginian cavalry.
They pursued the Carthaginian cavalry off the battlefield, ensuring no interference.
The infantry battle is a test of strength between two elite armies. Scipio reorganizes his forces, preparing a unified front.
Hannibal's veterans fight bravely. They are the last to resist.
Scipio knew that patience would be rewarded. He awaited the flanking maneuver. The cavalry returns. A classic flanking maneuver in military history.
The Roman infantry attacks from the front, cavalry from the rear. The final blow. The Carthaginian veterans are completely encircled.
Hannibal watches his defeat, the greatest and final battle of his career, and turns to flee.
Carthage lost 20,000 men dead and 15,000 captured. Rome lost only 2,500.
Carthage lost all territories outside of Africa. It was forced to surrender its fleet and pay immense reparations.
Scipio is honored as Africanus, the conqueror of Africa.
Zama ended the Second Punic War. Rome became the absolute master.
The impact of the Battle of Zama. Rome paved the way for a global empire. Hannibal remains one of the greatest generals, despite his ultimate defeat. Zama is a lesson in adaptability and tactical innovation.
The canalization was an innovation. It allowed the legion to maintain discipline.
The Numidian cavalry played a crucial role. Scipio had placed his trust in Massinissa.
Hannibal's three-line formation, trying to utilize all resources.
The dissatisfaction between the ranks of the Carthaginian army caused heavy losses.
Scipio studies Hannibal. He is ready for all situations. The Triarii are held in reserve, the strategic reserve power of Rome.
Legionary discipline is unbeatable, no matter how strong the opponent. Cavalry pursuit is a bold decision, ensures victor.
Flanking maneuver, a deadly blow that ends all of Hannibal's efforts. Scipio neutralizes war elephants by creating vertical channels. Noise and trumpets make the elephants panic, running straight into the trap.
The elephants are isolated and destroyed. Hannibal's elephant strategy has failed.
Massinissa's cavalry operates effectively. The Carthaginian cavalry is defeated and fleeing. The Carthaginian front line is being pushed back by the Roman hastati. Veterans block, causing internal chaos. Scipio reorganizes the formation, preparing to attack the veteran lines.
The cavalry returning is the decisive blow. Rear attack! Hannibal's veterans are destroyed. The battle is over. Hannibal flees. Complete defeat. Scipio Africanus wins the battle. Rome has won.
Carthage signs peace treaty, accepts harsh terms.
Zama established Rome as the undisputed hegemon. The era of the Roman Republic truly began.
Scipio returns to Rome, honored as Africanus, the conqueror of Africa.
Zama was a perfect strategy. The ingenuity of Scipio. Massinissa's cavalry was the key. Scipio exploited their strength to the fullest.
Hannibal tried to make the most of his weaker army. His three-line formation was innovative.
The failure of the war elephants and cavalry sealed Carthage's fate.
Carthage gradually weakens. Rome gains complete control.
Hannibal is in exile. He remains the dread of the Romans. Hannibal takes his own life, the culmination of his personal war against Rome.
Zama is Scipio's great legacy. He is the hero.
Hannibal's oath of hatred would never be fulfilled. Rome became the hegemon. The era of Roman expansion began.
Vertical channels were genius. Scipio neutralized the war elephants.
Massinissa's cavalry was highly effective, routing the Carthaginian horsemen from the field. The three-line tactic failed due to internal dissatisfaction.
Internal chaos is a sign of failure.
The cavalry's return is the decisive blow. A flanking attack.
The flanking blow causes the veteran ranks to collapse.
The veterans fight to the last man.
Scipio achieved victory through discipline and innovation.
Scipio is considered one of the greatest generals. Carthage has lost everything. There is no possibility of recovery. Hannibal has shown military genius, but it was not enough.
Zama paved the way for the Roman Empire.
The Second Punic War concluded. Zama was a great victory, but a bloody one.
Scipio Africanus, the general who saved Rome. The recruits and mercenaries have been decisively defeated. Their ranks a chaotic, sprawling mess.
Roman legionary discipline is the key. They will not allow the enemy to break through.
Mercenaries fight professionally, but they lack loyalty.
The veterans have fought for too long. They are beginning to tire.
Hannibal holds his veterans in reserve. A final, desperate gamble.
The central battle is a stalemate. Two equally matched armies.
Scipio is patient. He knows the cavalry will return in due time. The cavalry returns. A sudden, devastating flank attack.
Panic spreads. Cannot hold out. The veteran infantry formation disintegrates. The battle ends. Hannibal flees. He has lost. A resounding victory. Rome has won!
Carthage signs the peace treaty, accepting harsh conditions. Zama is a great victory. Rome is the overlord. Scipio returns to Rome, honored as Africanus.
Carthage gradually weakens. Rome completely controls.
Hannibal is in exile. He remains Rome's fear.
Zama was the decisive victory. Rome is the conqueror. This concludes Chapter 4, Analysis and Legacy.
Scipio's adaptability overcame Hannibal's genius.
The Battle of Zama marked the definitive end of Carthaginian power.
After Zama, Rome no longer had a worthy rival in the West.
Scipio and Hannibal, two of the greatest generals of antiquity.
One of the greatest wars of the ancient world has concluded.
Carthage was eventually destroyed. The curse, Carthago delenda est, was fulfilled.
Roman legionary discipline was the crucial factor. Scipio Africanus, the man who brought glory to Rome. Zama, where the fate of the world was decided.
400 scenes about the fall of Carthage have concluded.